This is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It took the makers Infinity Ward 2 years to develop and cost the equivalent of a Hollywood blockbuster, but then shattered all box office and video game records with sales worth $550 million in the first 5 days.
There is something just utterly addictive about first-person shooter games. I don't know, maybe it's the hunter gene in all of us that makes us love them. Halo, Quake, Doom, Gears of War, Killzone. My life wouldn't be the same without them.
But right now, it's Modern Warfare 2 that everyone's talking about. Play it online, and whatever your format, PC, PS3, Xbox 360, at whatever time of day, and you'll usually have a choice of around 500,000 other gamers across the globe to go up against.
And trust me, there's some serious competition out there, but taking on fellow gamers is one thing. Taking on a real soldier, that's a different thing altogether.
But that's exactly what I'm going to do today, because we've created a challenge that, as far as we know, has never been tried before. By analysing the game footage, we've been able to replicate, in real life, a level of Modern Warfare 2. OK, this is Bognor Regis, not Beirut, but the things that matter are completely accurate. The number of targets, the distance between them, and the layout of the building all mirror the game.
The game developers call it the pit, a training exercise at the start of the game that's designed to teach you your combat skills and have them assessed.
The mission is short and sweet. From the start point, there's a 50-metre dash across open ground, into a building and then up a flight of stairs, before you jump back down to ground level for a further 50-metre run to the finish line. Along the way, there are 24 enemy targets, and you've got to hit the lot.
But you've got to be careful not to hit these, the civilians. There are 11 of them dotted throughout the map. You've got to do that in as quick a time as possible, but it's not just about speed, it's also about deadly accuracy. And in a minute, a real-life soldier is going to tackle it, and at the same time, I'm going to face the pit, except mine will be the simulated version. So, all I need now is a real-life soldier who is as good in the actual world of human conflict as I am in the virtual one.
Which is where this guy comes in. He's the genuine article, ex-Special Forces operative, a veteran of Iraq and Bosnia, to name just two. And if that's not enough, he was singled out for one particular talent, as a sniper. He's one of those rare breed of men who undertake missions most of us never get to hear about. And that's why we can't reveal his true identity. So let's call him Sid.
Oh, and that weapon isn't remotely fake either. It's the real deal. And today, it's going to be firing live rounds. It's a semi-automatic Heckler & Koch MP5, a weapon of choice for the SAS.
To stand a chance, my choice of equipment had to be equally deadly. So I've specified a big 50-inch screen so that I can feel right in the middle of the action. To this, I've connected an Xbox 360 and controller, equipment I feel comfortable with.
And to block out the sound of live gunfire just 30 metres away, I've gone for this soundbar from Yamaha, the YSP 4100. Check it out, in just 1 metre's worth of units, there's 40 speakers and 2 subwoofers. Hopefully that's to do justice to the game's surround sound.
The only thing left to do now was choose my gun, and to ensure we remained on equal terms, I had to go with the same Heckler & Koch semi-automatic that Sid was using. Meanwhile, just across from my tented gaming enclosure, Sid was performing a final weapons check. This was it. We were both armed and set. There would be no going back. We were ready for the ultimate one-on-one first-person frag fest.
Oh, I am so nervous, man. My hands are like wobbling.
3, 2, 1...
Go.
We were off, and immediately adopted different tactics. Sid went straight into a static shooting position, picking off a handful of targets in one go, while I set off immediately, taking my opening shots on the move. With his targets down, Sid was hot on my heels, but halfway around the first part of the course, he stopped again and rapidly took out his remaining enemies. At the same point, I also stopped briefly to take aim at the enemy on top of the building. But
Eyes on the building.
I'd made a foolish error. By going to the right-hand side of the pit instead of the left, I'd boxed myself in. Getting around the remaining obstacles cost me precious time, and incredibly, Sid beat me to the front of the building by 2 crucial seconds. And his fast, clinical accuracy continued inside. I thought the stairs might hold him up, but he cleared these in a couple of strides. Meanwhile, I was now on the ground floor.
change magazine, run up the stairs.
I was hitting all the targets, but I wasn't fast enough because Sid was already at the jump point and still had a 1 second lead.
Jump.
But I knew this would be my last chance to overtake him. Sid had reached the last section of the pit. The finish line was in his sight. I figured that by positioning myself perfectly, I might be able to take out more than one target with each shot. With Sid in his static shooting position, hunting for glory, I needed to get those 2 targets down with 1 bullet. But could I achieve it under such intense pressure? Incredibly, 2 went down together. Then another 2. I was on fire.
Run, run, run! Go, 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 go!
I'd finished.
Yes!
And in one of my best times, 35.8 seconds.
Yes! Oh, I'm so relieved. I need to know how Soldier Boy's done.
It was a great time. I had to be with a chance. But I was up against a highly trained Special Forces operative. Could I possibly have beaten his time on the real course?
How did it go, man?
Hard and fast, my man.
Hard and fast,
Hard
yeah?
and fast.
Good work, man. What was your time?
I don't know.
What was the time?
42.1.
Yay! 35.8!
Oh, no.
Yes! Well done, man.
Yes!
Done.
I've got to tell you, I was a big fan of that game, and especially the pit level, which, you know, there's an internet culture around where everyone tries to get the best time. To see it built in reality...
It looks exactly the same as the game.
Yes, it's identical.
Sobering thought, though, isn't it, that Special Forces guy has actually put in that sort of performance for real against
Absolutely.
proper baddies who were fighting back.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
completely immense respect for that.
Yeah.
No doubt, no doubt. But the bottom line is... we won. The score is Gadget Show 3, Professionals 1. And Gadgetorious victory!
And not only was it the night that we beat the Professionals,
Yes.
but it's also the night that Flash Forward returns to 5, and it comes on in just a couple of minutes' time.
That's what I call a good night's telly. We'll see you
Good
next
night.
time.
See ya. Bye.
Next time on The Gadget Show, we're turning up the heat on cutting-edge cooking gadgetry.
Otis and Susie get whipped into shape by a top chef before facing the challenge of using kitchen tech to cook for some very discerning palates.
It's actually rather good.
Not only that, but John shows just how important backing up your data is.
I reveal some